Hello and welcome back to Career Mode. This is episode number 33 now. We are here for, I believe, 5 more games once again. 4 played, 1 simmed, and with some interesting things to them because we have another game in the Champions League in probably one of our toughest games of all time against one of the toughest opponents we've ever had. Anyway, there's the league right now and how it's looking. We are comfortably sitting in 4th place right now. Things are looking up for us as we come up against Chelsea, of course, London rivals. The rivalry not as big with Chelsea, of course. Well, for Chelsea anyway is what it is with other teams. This is, of course, quite a big rivalry to us because getting the win against a team like Chelsea would really show that we've come somewhere in the 3 seasons that I have been in charge of this club. Now, this game actually, I will talk about what I was going to talk about in a moment, but this game was so hectic. It was just chances all over the place. You can see Santos there, because I still don't know his last name. Takes a good shot there. That gets saved. We get a corner in here. Kind of fumbles into Mane, who takes a shot, and Courtois is there to make a great save. And then we get onto the second half here, like Remy trying to get something going. Yeah, he gets past Blind, jumps over Yedlin's attempted slide tackle, and finds Pedro, who hits the bar, and that was so close to going in, it was unreal. Then we get a free kick in the dying moments. Cabano with a shot, hits the post, and you can just tell we were firing on all cylinders today. The team was working so well together, but we couldn't finish off our opportunities. And unfortunately, the match did end in a draw, as I forgot to show, but it ended 0-0, but it was a really entertaining game, to say the least. Now, in this simmed game against Pals in the Capital One Cup, I want to explain something. The next episode you're going to see is going to be in January, not in whatever we're in now, which I think is September, for the sole purpose of, I looked at the dates, I looked at how much time is left before FIFA 17 comes out, and I realized if I keep on going at this pace, there's no way I'm going to be able to finish off all the episodes before 17 comes out. So, I'm simming all the way up to January. I've already done it, and things are looking okay for us right now, and of course the transfer window will be coming up, and I'll be able to decide what is going to happen in there. We have a little bit of money to spend, so maybe we'll see what we can do about that. I will talk about any additions to the squad that we may have made, anything along those lines, in that episode when we come back for January, which hopefully is going to be on Tuesday. I will see what I can do about that, but for now we're going to play these games and we're going to play our Champions League group stage. So all things considered, it's going to be a weird skip, but I do want to get this season done before FIFA 17 comes out, so we can say goodbye to Fulham in a very positive way, because I don't think I want to carry over as Fulham again for FIFA 17. Probably want to do another team, and maybe a team a league lower, like in League 1. Those kind of things, I'll have to think about that. Anyway, coming up against Middlesbrough, of course, a big rival in Season 1, and now here today, they're not looking that good in the Prem right now. We're kind of firing on all cylinders. We're doing a good job. You can see there in the early stage of the game, we tried that shot, that didn't work out. Werner here steals the ball. It's the 90th minute now, and he gets past 3 men there, takes a shot. It's staved by Konstantopoulos, and it doesn't make a difference as Werner gets the ball just into the back of the net for the 90th minute, the late goal, and arguably the win. You can see it just going in the back of the net there. Coates, I think that is, tried to get to it and was just stuck. And well, it was over the line, and also his foot was way away from getting that. But you could see, very close game. They're heading into the 90th minute, and that last minute gasp by Werner was good enough, because it was also good that he scored the goal as well, because we have had a lot of weaknesses with strikers, especially in this episode. I found out Santos and Werner were really misfiring. They were making a lot of mistakes. They were struggling to pick up a ball off easy rebounds for a tap-in, and that was genuinely very frustrating, and especially against Dortmund. This is when I realized in a way that our strikers were kind of screwed, but also it is Dortmund. This is the toughest game of the group stage. I'm going to show the table here now, and you're going to be able to see our group. These are the toughest opponents in our group. So we've just come off the 3-0 thrashing of Villarreal, and we got Copenhagen in the group stage as well, but Dortmund is by far and away our toughest team here. This was a really tough stage. I had the feeling in my mind that Dortmund were going to win, but I didn't realize things were going to start off the way they did, as you're about to see. We had put out probably one of our best teams we could for this game. I mean, I really had to go all the way out there. I kept Coleman off the team and on the bench for the pure purpose of, well, I don't know. I actually don't know why I kept him off. I think he was just kind of not there in the Middlesbrough game, and then he had kind of a little, not as much stamina as Edmilson Jr. and Kakuta Mane. Anyway, you can see, yeah, they had a corner. They steal the ball back nevertheless. Castro gets the ball, yeah, plays it into Mkhitaryan. First touch left-footed shot, and it winds its way up into the corner. Beautiful goal, and that was just to be expected in a way against Dortmund. Look at the crowd celebrating. There's just something about being at this stadium, even in this game, that is actually just kind of petrifying in a way. And just look at that. It's a real nice shot by Mkhitaryan there, and unfortunately Sarr couldn't get to it. There's another shot of it. As you can see, by the way, we've used, now this is our third game where we've been able to see it. We've used 3 different balls. I turned the balls on random for a bit of a laugh as they make it 2-0 here with that lovely beige brown ball. Nevertheless, Cavani makes it 2-0, and we're only 14 minutes into the game. My word, I think I know which way this is going. It did not look good at this moment in time to be 2-0 down, and we're not even a quarter of an hour into the game. Really begged a question of what was going to happen in this game. Could we even salvage anything from this game? You can see Cavani's goal. Sarr had to run out there because he was just going to get caught out. Cavani had all the space in the world and all the time in the world, so he tried to pressure him, but Cavani just pounded that ball. That's a weird sentence, but he just slammed into the net, basically. Cabano there with our only shot of the first half. As you can see, things weren't looking too good. And then in the 45th minute, they get another shot here that finds the post and is thankfully cleared away. Before they can get a counter-attack, they walked too far back and it was half-time. Now you can see here, it's like the 72nd minute. We're making subs of desperation because we really need something to get going here. Lanzini and Coman, the 2 main guys coming on, and Coman immediately making a run here. Finds Loftus-Cheek, who tries to take a shot. It stumbles to Lanzini, and it just trundles over into the back of the net. It's 2-1. It is the 84th minute. Is there any chance of a comeback to be mounted? I don't know. You can see there Loftus-Cheek takes that shot, and it's just pure luck that it falls to Lanzini. My word, like, just look at it. Save there, and he flies over the goalkeeper anyway, and it just winds up in the back of the net. Now it is crunch time, 90th minute. But we don't get anything off this attack. We are losing out on a point here. Mane loses the ball, does a great job steal it back. Paulista finds Coman, and he finds the back of the net in stoppage time, in injury time, whatever you want to call it. He finds the back of the net. Kingsley Coman to save the day once again. Had a part to play in the first goal and has the goal to equalize it all up. In 8 minutes, they go from being 2-0 up to having to spare a point with us. That goal from Coman is incredible. Just look at the way he just hits it, and the ball just curves right past the defender and the goalkeeper. Good God, you couldn't have asked for a better goal. And you couldn't have asked for it to come any later. Kingsley Coman, again, showing why I'm actually keeping the number 9 on him, because he deserves it with plays like that. My word, better than the strikers at this point. And it would end as the 2-2 draw. The comeback was incredible. By far the most intense comeback I think I've had to make with this team. Oh my word, it just couldn't be summed up into words how intense that was, but thankfully we were able to get the draw there, and now we could try and go back to calm times as we headed back to England, back into the Premier League, and for a game against West Ham here. Oh, it was, I mean, this is just a game to try and calm down, but we knew it was going to be anything but calming down, to be fair. We still had to fire away on all cylinders. West Ham, not exactly having the best of seasons right now, but as you can see, we're only 4 points away from Man United, and we're right there with Liverpool and Arsenal, so we got to try and take anything we can. There's the lineup we went with. As you can see, Coman in the squad, and you can hardly blame the decision to put him in the squad after his performance against Dortmund. Of course, as I did say, I have simmed up to January, but I haven't done anything in January. It's January the 1st, so I'm imagining we're going to see quite a few offers coming in for Coman, which will be interesting. Lukaku, anyway, gets this beautiful header into Lanzini. I mean, that alone was a really good setup, and once again, the setup of the goal before the assist comes from Kingsley Coman. So I don't know what to say, but Kingsley Coman is just strengthening the team, I suppose you could say. He is bringing the team together. There's the pass into Lukaku, makes this really good run here. Nice little cross into Lanzini, who's in space, and well, it's in the back of the net, and that quick header just over Adrian's arm there. Unfortunate for him, but it's 1-0 at the hour mark. And now you're going to see my main problem with strikers. Look at this. Santos one-on-one with the keeper, and oh my word, it trundles wide. Like, it just slowly goes wide. It's not even like it barely goes wide. It just sort of flops wide. And that was a very disappointing shot. But nevertheless, we held on to a 1-0 win there. Undefeated in this episode. Surprisingly, 3 wins and 2 draws. But that draw was... well, that was a very controversial draw, you could say the least, and to be fair, a lucky draw as well. So now you're going to see the table before I decide to sim away over to January. This is how it looked 8 games into the season. I can reveal when we come back, the table's going to look a bit more interesting. That's all I can really say. But the next episode will hopefully be on Tuesday. I will show the table. And hopefully things can be a little bit calmer and we can get through the season by the time FIFA 17 comes out. But that's going to end this episode of Queen Mode. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys, and ta-ra.